That's on the desktop. Let me find this. So I have this photo right here that I'm going to open up for our data edits, as well as a dog. We're going to replace his head with a dog's head. So with this first part, like just found this one from the internet, I'm going to go select and subject. It's adorable, right? And then I'm going to go select and mask because the dog is furry and I want to get like the little bits of fur here. So I can like zoom in and I can click on the refine edge one and refine hair, and that might do something. But then the other thing is just using this refine edge brush, I'm just going to paint along the dog, and you can see the little bits of fur starting to stick out instead of having like hard cut lines. So all I'm doing just quickly painting over the edges of it, especially where those whiskers are. And I'm really only going to focus on like the neck area because the rest of it's all going to be cut off. So I can hit OK. And then once I have this selected, I'm going to add a layer mask to it, which is this little box, add a mask. That makes him transparent. So now I can take this dog, drag it over here. And then I'm going to hit Control T to transform. And I'm just going to try to resize the dog so it's bigger than him. I'm going to make it a little transparent so I can see things here. Do you got more shirts for me? So with this, I'm just trying to make the dog bigger than his head. Looks pretty good there. I can bring back opacity, but I'm going to drop this down because I want to select this area around where his neck is. Maybe shrink this just slightly like that. So I'm going to go to this background layer and go to like my magnetic lasso tool. And I'm just going to try to draw out this area around his neck. And then come over to this side and do the same thing over here. And so I have that selected. But then I'm going to invert it by hitting Control-Shift-I or coming up here to select an inverse. So it's selected everything except for his neck. So when I come up to this layer with that mask, I can just paint this all black and this dog will disappear here. So now as I bring back opacity, there we go. Oh, I didn't erase all of it cleanly. Brush, right there, right there. Bring back opacity. And you know, I might like start to play with the brush here to like soften this up a little bit. But a real quick edit to do that. Then I'd want to play around with color. This dog a little bit too bright, so maybe I desaturate it so it fits in. I could play with lighting, brightness, contrast, like hue, trying to make it look a little bit more natural in the photo. But add some extra credit there. Human-animal hybrid. Human inanimate object hybrid. I've seen cool ones where they replace people's heads with forks. That works as well. But yeah.